I'm like, what do you mean it cost you $150? He was like, well, the person said if I send over them, if I pay them $150, they can hack her WhatsApp account and give me all of that information. But as soon as I sent them the money, I ain't hear nothing else from them. Like they just took my money. Like I got scammed. And I'm like, you sent a random person that your ex, who the person she cheated on you with, you got a contact with him, and he sent you this random person information to hack into her WhatsApp for $150, and you rolled with it. I'm just like, you rolled with it. You didn't see nothing. You didn't see scam written all over that. If your ex cheated on you with this guy, why would you trust any information that came from him? So I'm thinking all of this in my head, and I looked at him. I was just like, but you got the information from, your ex's boyfriend or the guy that she cheated on you with. So like, I don't understand. So I'm trying to say it in the nicest way possible. But in my mind, I'm just like, nigga, what the fuck? I ain't about to feel sorry for you. Cause what the hell? How does that make sense, yo? How does that make sense? But he was just like, all right, so I found out about, his ex. Her name is Becky. He found out about Becky cheating on him with the guy named YC. And he was like, I found out because I just so happened to like dig through some of her comments on her TikTok and her Instagram, and I saw him, and like and her Facebook as well. And it's like I kept seeing him, kept just seeing him. So I just started to watch him, and then I found out that like he was in the apartment that I was paying for in Kenya. I was like, oh, it's like, yeah. So when I found that, I reached out to him and I was talking to him, and he confirmed it. He was like, yeah, he was in the apartment. He was in the first and the second apartment. The first apartment he bought, he told her that it was too small and that she should go up to the one upstairs that's a little bit bigger. So that's when she contacted me and was just like, hey, I want to move my family in, and me and my sister need more space. Can we get the apartment that's bigger upstairs? And so he bought her the apartment that was bigger upstairs after just getting her that smaller apartment. So yeah, so he was pissed. He said that like, yo, she played me. I furnished the first apartment and furnished the second apartment, and she had that nigga in that apartment. She got that apartment for him. And I was just like, dang, you found all that out. He's like, yeah, man. And the man was like, he was so sorry. He's like, but he said that he was going to keep tabs on her for me, because when I was talking to her, she was just like, it was nothing like that. And she's sorry. She just get lonely sometimes being there. And I was trying to be understanding, because I'm like, yeah, we are, like, you are in Kenya and I am here in the States, and you do have your needs. So I was trying to be understanding. So I was still talking to the guy just to keep tabs on her, because she was lying to me. And when I found out that like he was still fucking her, because he told me that he was still fucking her, I was just like, no, 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 that's it. She's worse than Regina. I'm like, Regina? He was like, yeah, the one that I originally went to Kenya from. Remember when I told you that I went to Kenya? I went to Kenya because I was meeting my girlfriend at the time, Regina. We had met on social media. I booked my flight and I was meeting her for the first time. Remember I told you that she cheated on me in the resort. She had a guy come to the resort, and then after she cheated on me that night, I ended up finding Becky, and me and Becky started like meshing, and then we stayed in contact and flourished our relationship. I was like, oh, yeah. He was like, yeah. So like that's why I was just like, I don't know. But she said that she was so sorry. And I even talked to her mama, and her mama said that she was sorry. All she does is she sit there and she cries and she needs me. And it's like, so I was feeling bad because I wanted to help her, and I don't want her to feel sad. Like, and I know they in the third world country and she needs help. She done started a business, and it's like, and I'm helping her, get the supplies she need from that business. So like, yeah, I felt sorry about just cutting her off. So it's like, yeah. But then again, I wanted to give us a fair shot. That's why I was just going to go down there and just like, you know what, let's just get married, do this whole 90-day fiance thing, bring her back to the States, and then eventually bring her family over too, and we'll be straight. And in my mind, I'm just like, nigga. Not only did you get cheated on by the first girl in Africa, you met another girl while there, and she did the exact same thing. Like, but now you want to go to Africa to get this girl because you think she learned her lesson, so you gonna marry her? This is the African women that you just say is so much better than us Americans. Okay, these the type of African women you think is so much better than us Black Americans here. Okay, all right. I see you. Yeah. So I'm sitting there and I'm listening, and he was just like, but I want you to know, Key, that does not take away from how amazing you are. It's like you just came in and then boom, all my plans went out the window because I don't even want to go to Africa. I was like, well, if you want to go and like work on that. He's like, no, I don't want to go and work on that. I kind of want to just go and get my closure because I met you. You are amazing. Like, you are everything that I would want in a wife. So why would I go there and like deal with that? Like, I do kind of want to still get my closure, but I don't want to lose you. I'm like, well, that's up to you. Like, I don't want you to put everything this way because we kind of just met. So I understand, like, you go do your thing. You had your own thing going. He's like, but you don't get it. And that's when Dougie chimed in. She was like, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's like, you want to see what that could have been, but you already know what things here could be. He was like, yes, because she's just so amazing. I wasn't expecting you to just come in. And he was just like, but I felt like that's what was supposed to happen anyway. I'm like, what you mean? He's like, just look at how we met. Like, we was finna split ways after the massage place said they wasn't taking walk-ins. We was literally going in the opposite way, and then all of a sudden it started raining out of nowhere, and we ended up under the same tent. So, like, from there, and then I told y'all, hey, let's just go in the bar, and then we can find somewhere to get massages. I was still, at the end of that, going to be separated from y'all, because, hey, we was going to go there. But we sat down, and you listened to me. Like, yeah, you was a little heated in the beginning, but when I said, just hear me out, you sat back and you just listened. I ain't never had no woman just sit back and just listen to me. And not only did you listen, you took in what I was saying, and then you came back with your rebuttal, but it wasn't like in like a disrespectful, bitter Black woman way. It was like a healthy way. Like, we had a healthy debate. And then on top of that, even though we had that amazing day that we had, that amazing night that we had, when we left to go to the hotel and Ronnie gave me the wrong number, I thought for sure that was going to be the last time that I saw you. Because when I called, it was the wrong number. I was like, damn, well, it was amazing. And then he ended up calling me. So I just felt like, you know what? This is supposed to happen. You were put in my life. Look at how you were placed here. Like, you weren't supposed to be here, and you're here. So, like, yeah, I don't want to disappoint God. But at the same time, I don't know if this is a test for me. So I'm sitting there just listening, and I'm just like, okay. He was like, well, are y'all hungry? Y'all want to go get something to eat? So we ended up going to like the little, it's like a little restaurant down in by the beach, and we ended up going to get something to eat. While we're eating, we're just talking, laughing, Marlon singing, and from there, we ended up back at Marlon's house. So it's me, Dougie, Ronnie, and Marlon at the house. We sitting around talking again, because like I said, remember, we're still in week 1 of me meeting Marlon, so this is still me trying to like understand and know him. So we're sitting down, and Marlon's like, "Oh, I got the perfect game," because Ronnie had saw the game that we were playing, the night before. He was just like, "Ooh, it's just the game," and Marlon's like, "Oh, I got the perfect game for us," and he reached in like his little ottoman, pulled out the game. It was called Personal Questions. And I'm like, personal questions? What's a personal question? Like, we're going to turn this into a drinking game. So if you don't want to answer the question, you got to take a shot. It's like, all right, cool, that can work. I guess we can do that. So he was just like, okay, so what's going to happen? I'm going to put these cards down, and we're just going to pull. It's like 2 questions, one on the top, one on the bottom. You can choose what question you want to ask and to who you want to ask it to. I was like, all right, cool, we can do that. So I pulled a card, And then I looked at it. It had like two sides. But the question I chose, I looked at Marlon and I was just like, what is your deepest, darkest secret? And Marlon was like, ooh, that's a hard one because I got two. I'm like, you got two? He was like, yeah, I got two. I was like, what's, all right. Well, I guess you could just give us one. He was like, but I want to give y'all both. I was like, okay, give us both then.